Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us tonight. We're sorry that we can't be with you in person, but again, we can promise that this St. Mary's Children Friendship Award virtual event is going to be just as amazing, if not more, than last year. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lindsay Idaluca, and I work for NBC 10 in Providence. I'm also the co-host for Studio 10, and that's really where my friendship with St. Mary's was born. So I am so proud to be your mistress of ceremonies tonight. Just like last year, we're sorry we can't be in person, but it's going to be a fantastic night. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with me, I am a huge mental health advocate. It is so important, and coming off of Mental Health Awareness Month, I'm so happy to continue my partnership with St. Mary's and see all of the amazing things that they're doing for this community. And tonight, that's exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see adults, children, families who have been positively impacted by everything that St. Mary's has to offer. You're also going to meet some amazing companies that are partnering with St. Mary's and all of the great things that they're doing to better our community. So I hope you enjoy and stick around. First, we would like to welcome Jeff and Elaine Cascioni, who are the honorary chairs for this evening, followed by an invocation by Bishop Nicholas Knisley from the Episcopal Diocese of Rhode Island.
Good evening. My name is Jeff Cascioni, Senior Vice President at Navigant Credit Union and a proud member of the Board of Directors of St. Mary's Home for Children. My wife Elaine and I are thrilled to be the honorary chairs of this year's Children's Friendship Award virtual event. Navigant Credit Union and I have been involved with St. Mary's for many years and for so many great reasons. St. Mary's provides care and assistance to vulnerable children in need of help dealing with very difficult issues, and that care provided is second to none. So please, help us make this year's event the best ever by making a donation tonight.
Thank you for your support and enjoy your evening, everyone.
God of the universe, you have made it clear that we who love you are to care especially for the children you entrust to us. Today we give you thanks once again for the work and ministry of the staff, volunteers, corporation, and board of St. Mary's Home for Children, who are all focused on responding to this charge. Thank you for a year in which this organization has gone from strength to strength in its mission of caring for the children who have been hurt. We thank you for the renewed financial health we have experienced and ask your guidance to help us decide how best to start to repair the things that had to be neglected in the lean years. We thank you for the families who have been reunited with each other, for the restoration of health when possible, and in those cases where it was not, for the ability to keep children safe and well as they work toward their healing. Above all, we remember that all are your children, and we ask that you equip us to love and nurture all that they may attain to that full stature intended for them in your eternal kingdom. For the sake of our Lord, we make this our prayer. Amen.
Next up, we have a message from our Board of Directors, President Marisa Albanese.
Hi, I'm Marisa Albanese, Board President at St. Mary's Home for Children. We're so glad to have you with us tonight for this year's Children's Friendship Award. It's hard to believe it's our second video presentation and that we're not here in person. We hope to see you live next year. In the meantime, I want to thank all of our sponsors who so generously supported not only this event, but St. Mary's Home for Children and all the work that we do there. We're really grateful to you, and we're glad that you're with us tonight. I also want to congratulate our award winners, Jim Paolino and Mayor Charles Lombardi and his wife Carol. They've been longtime supporters of St. Mary's, and we're really happy to honor them tonight. Thank you so much for your generosity. While you're watching the program tonight, you'll see some teasers for our auction. I hope you go online to check out some of the packages that we have. We've got everything from vacations to theater tickets. Won't it be nice to get back into the theater or go on a short vacation? So enjoy what we have for you. And again, thank you so much for supporting St. Mary's Home for Children. We really appreciate you.
Thank you to St. Mary's Home for Children for having me here today. The work you do every day assisting vulnerable children in dealing with abuse or managing mental illness or learning disorders is invaluable. You're truly one of the most important resources our state has to offer. Tonight's 2021 Children's Friendship Award virtual event is a key fundraiser that will help St. Mary's meet and hopefully exceed its fundraising goal of $100,000 to continue to provide these children with the specialized care and services that they need. I'm so honored to be here tonight, and in particular, it's an honor to congratulate two of this year's honorees, who are very close friends to my wife Susan and I, Mayor Charlie Lombardi and his wife Carol. Having known the mayor and his wife for so long, I've seen firsthand how important supporting Rhode Island's children is to them. They want to see the boys and girls at St. Mary's and across the state grow and thrive and live long, positive, healthy lives.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce, and please help me welcome, Executive Director Carleen Casciano-McCann.
Welcome to St. Mary's Children's Friendship Award event. My name is Carleen Casciano-McCann, and I'm the Executive Director of St. Mary's Home for Children. I'd like to thank our Board of Directors, our Event Planning Committee, our Development Team, and Jeff and Elaine Cascione for all they have done to ensure that this event is a success. I'd like to also express gratitude to our clients who will be sharing their stories with you this evening. I greatly admire their courage and strength in doing so, and I know that you will as well. I'd also like to express a great deal of gratitude to our event sponsors who have just been so generous with us this year and have made this event a tremendous success. So thank you all. I'd like to thank the St. Mary's staff. I can't say enough about how awesome they are. I'm giving them a big shout out because they live our mission every single day. And I know that every executive director thinks that they have the best team, but St. Mary's actually does. So I'm going to let you know that. And lastly, I'd love to congratulate Mayor and Mrs. Lombardi and Jim Paolino, our Children's Friendship Award recipients. They have been steadfast in their support of us, and their generosity has certainly built brighter futures for the youth and families that we serve. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoy this event.
Now's the point in the night when we share with you our impact stories, and that's when we introduce you to those in our community who have benefited from all that St. Mary's has to offer. This could be your family, your friends, it could be somebody that you know one day. So let's take a listen to talk about that positive impact.
Ever since I was little, I wanted to adopt a baby from China. I have no idea why. I knew that's where my daughter was. Wow. So, I know, right?
Because she is your daughter.
She is my girl. My name is Kim Joden. I am first a mom and also a CPA.
And I am Dana Freeman, and I'm a clinician at St. Mary's.
We adopted Leah at 13 months from China.
She had a lot of trauma. I mean, she was an orphan, and in China back then, they had the laws still where you could only have one baby, so there was a lot of abandoned baby girls.
Yeah, we knew by day 3 that there were some issues. But I completely believed I could love her out of it. You know, she's just a baby. Love can fix anything, right? St. Mary's was a godsend when it was really the end of the line of what we could do for her.
I was a really, really troubled kid, but they never gave up on me, so they pushed me to the limit. They were harder on me, and here I am now. I'm a lot better now.
In the beginning, what it was we didn't understand you. We didn't understand what you were going through, where you had been, and how to help you. And it took us a while to understand that, and it's only the beginning.
Let me talk now.
Yeah, you can talk now.
Everyone just is caring, loving, and everyone just cares about the kids.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see her have these independent relationships and friendships.
I worked so hard to get this through, and just thankful for St. Mary's because they basically fixed me.
You weren't broken?
Not anymore.
You never were.
But it took a long journey.
It's really amazing to see how far she's come. And I'm hoping that it keeps up and she gets to realize all those dreams she's talking about.
The life that I dreamed as is having my own apartment, having a boyfriend, and just being able to be happy.
I know if we give her the time to understand her and give her some little bit of leverage, a little bit of room to work, this kid is going wherever she wants to go.
And I'm pretty impressed at how independent you are now.
Mm-hmm.
She's not impressed.
Well, our staff here at St. Mary's is so amazing that when we were picking Employee of the Year 2020, you couldn't just pick one. We actually picked 3. So we're going to introduce you to the first Employee of the Year.
We don't have bad kids. We have kids who have had bad breaks in life. But we believed in them, and we gave them a reason to believe in themselves. The name of the actual formal name of the school is George and Hunt Campus School. So we have from kindergarten, and we have high school kids graduating. We're giving the kids the education that no one else thought they were capable of accepting. The school gives me use the word freedom, to be who I am, and to give to the children everything I have. Of my 10 children, when they came to this school, they were all non-readers. And with the help of our team, I have every child being a reader now. And once they can read, then you can open their world to them. I can't help what is in your life. Now I'm going to get emotional. You can't help what's in their life, but you can make their world here a happy bubble. There's days you go home and you cry all the way home because you feel you haven't reached a child or you haven't taught them their ABCs. And then there's other days that they'll come up to you and they'll just walk up to you and say, Ms. Campbell, I so love you. So you know you've reached something in their lives. I have been around and I have seen numerous people get Employee of the Year award. And I don't look that it's me. I have been surrounded by the best TAs, and like I say, the best team, the speech teacher, the occupational therapy, reading, and we are a team. So I am very proud to have the award, and very proud to be among the people who have gotten them, because there's a lot of great people up there.
Have you ever heard of pet therapy before? Because here at St. Mary's, we have our own 4-legged clinicians. It all started with a dog named Rango, and now there's a lot more than just Rango. So we're going to introduce you to our 4-legged clinicians and their owners.
Hi, I'm Patty Olney Murphy. I am the clinical director for St. Mary's Home for Children residential program, and I'm also Rango's mom. Rango is a golden retriever. He is the best 4-legged clinician on campus. I'm biased, I have to say that. We started our therapy dog program with Rango from the time he was 12 weeks old. He's been coming to St. Mary's every Friday. He is now 6 years old. This is part of his pack. He loves St. Mary's. Rango inspired a lot of other clinicians to then get on board.
We have a lot of cute dogs at St. Mary's.
Yes.
My name's Brianna McShane, and this is Matilda. We should maybe try that again. My name is Brianna McShane, and this is Matilda.
My name is Nicole Pacheco, and this is Cassius.
Across campus, everyone knows each dog by name.
Dogs give unconditional love. They give support.
I can turn a kid that's having a bad day into, a completely different day for them. They don't mind the attention.
No, they get lots of love.
Yes.
Everyone should be able to bring their dog to work.
Yes, I agree.
Well, it takes a village, and that includes our community partners here at St. Mary's. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do all of this outstanding work. So now's the time we'd like to introduce you to one of those partners, Faith Hill Farms, where they provide horses that help with mental health healing.
My name is Pam Steer-Maloof, and we're at Faith Hill Farm in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. My husband and I have owned this farm for 30 years this year. We do a lot of different things here. It's a boarding facility, training facility, a big lesson program, and for the last 4 or 5 years, an equine-assisted psychotherapy and equine-assisted learning program.
I'm Jessica Clark. I'm the Assistant Director of the Outpatient Department at St. Mary's Home for Children. Equine-assisted psychotherapy is a way to provide treatment to clients in a really unique setting.
Horses are wonderful. They read people so well, and they're keenly aware of us and our energies.
So really the magic is the horse. They're amazing animals. They mirror what's going on in the client's life, even if the client doesn't want to talk verbally about it.
My name is Tracy Beauvais. I am a mental health clinician at St. Mary's Home for Children. Horses are very intuitive. They pick up on people's emotions.
I started with my daughter. She went through some trauma, and she started the equines at first, and then I did a couple of joint sessions with her, and next thing I know, I'm here for myself. When I first started working with them, I was in a rough place.
We use this model specifically for the treatment of trauma. Each session by itself, just one session, you can see a dramatic decrease in anxiety and improvement in mood just within the course of the 1 hour session.
It's all client-driven. That's their time, their space, their session.
And they tend not to prompt us too much because they want us to experience it through ourselves and see if we can come up with the answers.
And for clients to be able to see that in the horse and recognize that in themselves is really, really empowering.
The amount of change that we see in their symptoms would take months in talk therapy, and we see it in 10 weeks in this non-verbal experiential therapy with the horses. It's just a very different form of therapy and hugely effective.
We worked with the horses, sometimes the donkeys. Most of them are very affectionate. Some are like, leave me alone,
St. Mary's will send clients here, maybe 12 to 15 a week. It's been a wonderful relationship. I think we may be going on our 4th year.
It's been an amazing partnership, and it's growing and growing.
Some of the best people I've ever met in my whole life. I just can't believe it. Probably my eyes are going to start to water because I just think they're the most wonderful humans.
I'm so passionate about this program. It is, I'm really lucky to work at a place that lets us do this kind of thing, unique, innovative programming.
We're going to share another personal story with you, someone who was directly impacted by the outstanding staff here at St. Mary's. I cannot say enough positive things about them. They are doing fantastic things for those that come through these programs. Take a listen.
My name's Shannon Washburn.
Huh?
What's your name?
My name's Alan Washburn.
My son Alan has Asperger's. Alan was having a hard time in the public school system. He was shut down in the classroom. There was a lot of bad things that happened. And I said, no, that's not going to be my son. St. Mary's knew what he needed. Just from the very beginning, I was just so impressed. The principal, I remember I sat there and he's like, don't worry, he's one of our kids. We'll take care of him. So when Alan came into St. Mary's, for a while he struggled, but I noticed that he was talking to the staff where he was not talking at all about any of his problems. The grades went up. He was reading now. He felt safe enough to learn. And they helped build Alan a foundation.
People at St. Mary's were helpful, kind, and caring.
Maybe a little funny at times. My name's Anthony Del Vicario. I'm the school clinician at St. Mary's Home for Children. What I love about Alan is once you kind of got him started, he would just take off. There was a lot of hard work to get him to feel comfortable with us, to feel like he mattered, and that we cared, you know?
They're just really caring, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know what to say besides that.
What I see now is Alan's build the skills of independency. He came into St. Mary's a non-reader, like really not trusting teachers, really shut down, and we were just blown away by the progress he made. Miss Campbell always turned around and said to the kids, like, I don't care if you have ADHD, ABCDD, you can do this work. I'm just so grateful that, you know, they're so personal and supportive here because that's what these kids need. Yeah, St. Mary's saved my family. St. Mary's partnered with me and saw my vision for my son, and it came true. I mean, come on, this kid's going to regular classes now. Like, it's amazing. I'm very proud of my son. Yeah.
Coming up next, we're going to introduce you to a group of women who have been volunteering for St. Mary's for 20 years. That's 2 decades. And the dames certainly did not let the pandemic slow them down one bit.
The Dames is a group of women who are committed to mentoring the St. Mary's girls, teaching them various career and life skills.
And eating. Dinner. Making dinner. The Dames is an acronym for dinner and more exciting surprises. It's how we started out. We started out with dinner. We built our organization on a 3-pronged system. We visit with the kids every other week. We do a craft one week. We have dinner together as a group one time, and the third time we bring in a star expert, a woman in the local community who has some background to share with the kids. The kids love the dinner.
We always hear lots of stories about, you know, what their favorite dish is because their grandmother made it or their mother made it, or ordering Chinese food is a special memory, you know, with their family or friends. So it helps bring them back some of that outside normalcy that they're missing.
We want to do what the kids want us to do. We want to provide some escape, some kind of fun that they want to do. They can vote on what they want to do, and we try to bring in and hit all the marks. It's not always roller skating and unicorns, but we try.
The girls, even though they're teenagers, and all teenagers tend to be challenging, regardless of what their circumstances are and all they're going through, and some of them are very open about their challenges and why they're here. Others hold it much more close to the vest. They still want to laugh. They still want to be, you know, normal teenagers. The resiliency, I think, is pretty inspiring.
We have a fantastic network we can access of other women in the community.
It was important to us to continue the idea of strong, confident, empowered women. My husband has asked me from time to time over the years, well, can I come to the house? And I always tell him no. This is about, you know, building strong women.
Networks of women helping one another, because if women stay together, you'll have a network that you can access for a lifetime. How do we feel about St. Mary's? I wish we didn't need a St. Mary's. I'm grateful it's here. I think they've helped a lot of people for a very long time. But I hope that the Dames mentoring group will be obsolete one day. They just don't need us. That would be a great success story for the Dames.
I'm Dan Harvey. I'm an assistant professor over at Rhode Island College School of Social Work.
My name is Brianna McShane, and I am a residential clinician here at St. Mary's.
Trauma is very complex and needs to have a clinician who is at the top of their game. Rhode Island College School of Social Work has always had a good relationship with St. Mary's Home for Children. St. Mary's Home for Children is known widely as a premier placement for students.
I actually started here at St. Mary's as a MSW clinical intern. It was one of the internships that was offered through Rhode Island College that you knew you were going to be able to just get a lot of hands-on opportunities, along with a lot of freedom to kind of just develop as a social worker.
I choose specific individuals to be able to come to St. Mary's and the Shepherd program because I know, either seeing them in the classroom and how they interact with one another, that there will be a very good fit because you need to have a sophisticated level of education in order to work with the trauma survivors.
I'm Patty Only Murphy. I'm the clinical director for residential services at St. Mary's. We are a proving ground for students to implement their clinical skills. This is where the rubber hits the road.
You work with a diverse population. You have the ability to work with children. You have the ability to work with families and to work with caregivers and collaborate with DCYF, other providers. It's really a little bit of everything at St. Mary's.
I am exceptionally proud of our internship program here at St. Mary's.
I started as an intern, and then after graduating, I was able to transition right into my role here as a residential clinician.
One of the biggest messages that I try to give to students is know thyself. You really need to understand where you're coming from, what your life has been composed of, and the series of events that you've lived through, and look back at that kindly because it taught you particular lessons. And if you can take those lessons and translate that into something for children and adolescents who have been injured by other human beings, that is a gift that you cannot put a price tag on.
Next up, the moment we've been waiting for, the Children's Friendship Award. And this award goes out to those who exemplify the best care and support for the children. And this year, that award goes out to Mayor and Mrs. Charles Lombardi and James Paolino.
Hi, I'm Charles Lombardi. I'm the mayor of the town of North Providence.
And I'm Carol Lombardi.
And I don't know where to begin to thank this committee for choosing Carol and I to receive this year's Children's Friendship Award. We have a charitable Christmas party once a year around Christmas time, and we raise funds for different charities. And I can tell you this, that the #1 charity that's been a recipient of our proceeds has been St. Mary's Home. All you need to do is to visit St. Mary's Home one time and just witness and see what they do for the children at that facility. And it's very, very easy to become a donor to the St. Mary's organization.
We're very humbled to be receiving this award. It's very meaningful to us, and we want to say thank you. Thank you for everything.
I would like to thank St. Mary's for this award, especially the Board of Directors. I've been a member of the Board of Directors for over 12 years, and how that journey started was in 2007. I was looking for a charity for my company. Well, I grew up next to St. Mary's Home for Children, so I reached out to them, and we helped them with their holiday fund. But that started a journey, because we got involved with St. Mary's Home for Children. We made it part of our marketing. We made it part of the culture of the company. And then magic things happened. The vendors that we were dealing with came on board. Even the customers that we have through the nation started contributing. One of the biggest events of the year was the Children's Award in April, which would be a big party for the company, and it was all extremely helpful to St. Mary's, and it was fun. So if you're looking for a charity, if you're part of a business, or if you own a business, you can make no better move than to contact the St. Mary's family and be part of this journey. There's no other charity worth more than helping children that are neglected and abused. So again, I want to thank St. Mary's for this award, but after all they've done for both me and my company, I really should be giving them the award. Thank you.
Our staff here is just so unbelievably dedicated. So without further ado, here is our second Employee of the Year.
St. Mary's is a lot more to me than just a job. It feels like a second family. St. Mary's doesn't feel like you're separate because you do this, or you're separate because this is your title. Everyone rolls up their sleeves and does whatever it takes to make sure that St. Mary's is running. When I first started working here, I was a little stunned at how there were people that have been here for 15 years and 20 years, and I said there has to be something great about St. Mary's for people to be here for such a length of time. And here I am 5 years in, going through a very difficult situation in my life. Gave me that profound feeling that I have when I say that St. Mary's feels like a second home or like a second family to me. The support that I had during that time, I can't even put into words. St. Mary's gave me something that I have never had throughout any jobs that I've ever had. That true, genuine, I care about you. I don't think there's ever going to be enough words in the world that I can say, or anything, not enough thank yous available that I can give the staff for them to understand what they did during that time for me. Getting an award and getting acknowledged, it means a lot. Hey, we know you're behind the scenes for the clinical team, but we see you. We know what you're doing. We acknowledge you, and we appreciate you. There's a saying that it takes a village to raise a child. And I believe that St. Mary's is that village, because it does take every single person that works here to be able to have St. Mary's be the place that it is and provide the services that it provides for our children and families.
Now we have a special treat for you. We're going to take a look back and a look ahead with our former executive director and a staff member at St. Mary's who is now on the board of directors.
My name is Bernie Smith, and I started at St. Mary's in 1975 after finishing school at Rhode Island College.
I'm Betsy Ingram, and St. Mary's has been part of my life for all my life, almost. It's over 60 years, and still going.
I started off as a child care worker, actually called a house father at that point. Ended up retiring as executive director after, I think, a total of 33 years here at St. Mary's. During all that time, I've developed a very close relationship with Betsy. She became my right-hand person.
The last title was assistant executive director, but we were more than that. We were mother and father, we were bad cop, good cop, we just did it all, and we shared many happy times and scary times and sad times.
That's what St. Mary's is about. You make relationships and you keep them forever. My claim to fame here at St. Mary's was we started the Shepherd program, which was really the first sexual abuse treatment program in the state, if not this part of New England. People did not understand about sexual abuse, and they didn't want to hear about sexual abuse. And that was the sad part about it, because it's there and it was always there. And no one wanted to uncover it. That's one of the most important parts about St. Mary's, is that it's been able to adapt. A lot of pride in what we've accomplished. Betsy and I, as a team, for those many years, we've created future generations that are healthy and not being abused.
We've just continued to grow Bernie's program from the beginning.
Looking back, I spent 33 years at St. Mary's, and it was basically the only professional job I've had in my entire life.
Even today,
Yeah.
when I walk in here, I see faces that I knew back in 1990 or before, and we've just become a big family of wonderful, caring people, and we care about the kids, and we care about each other.
It's ironic, St. Mary's Home for Children, you can't have a home without a family. And that goes not just for the kids that live here, it goes for the staff that, maybe the right name was house father and house mother
I think it
to
was.
begin with.
I still feel the same way when I walk in the door. We're here for each other, we're here as a family, and anybody that wants can have a big fat hug.
And because third time's the charm, here is our third Employee of the Year.
My name is Nicole Froment, and I'm the Nursing Director at St. Mary's. So I manage a growing team of nurses, making sure that day-to-day operations are taken care of. We handle medical appointments, we manage all of the prescription medications on campus, we see to kids' aches and pains, and just ensure the health and well-being of the youth that we serve. This is the first and only job I've held as a registered nurse. This type of setting gives you more of an opportunity to do the nursing work that you go to nursing school to do. We have the time and the opportunity to get to know the kids that we serve, and to see the change and growth is really what makes this job rewarding and fulfilling, and it makes you feel like you're doing something to be part of something positive in the world. I love my team. The nursing department has grown quite a bit in the past year and a half, so I've had the opportunity of overseeing an expanding and growing department, and I'm really grateful that I've brought in such a great team of coworkers. The nursing department wouldn't be able to accomplish half of what we do without such a great team. St. Mary's provides that small, homey environment. As an employee, you don't feel like a number. You feel like your supervisors, your coworkers, the teams that you work with actually care about you as a professional and as an individual. I was awarded Employee of the Year. It makes me feel proud. It makes me feel like the work that I've done is recognized, and it feels great to be such a part of a great team. There were 2 other recipients of that award, very well deserved, very hard workers. So to be, compared with them is an honor.
Hi, my name is Stephen Bonato, and I'm a child psychiatrist here at St. Mary's. It's a privilege working here, and it's a privilege because every day I get to see the extraordinary resilience of the kids we serve. These are kids who have suffered unspeakable harms in their lives, and they come here, and over time they very bravely open themselves up to reconnect with people, those people being the staff and clinicians here. And the work they do is very special because by listening and responding to the children in ways that affirm their importance and their dignity, they offer these children hope that they matter and that the world cares about them. And I feel there's nothing more important than that, and I hope you'll continue to support the work we do here at St. Mary's. Thank you.
There are so many companies and individuals who help St. Mary's, and they make all of this possible. So we want to say a special thank you to all of our fantastic sponsors. It wouldn't be possible to do without you guys. And at this time, we'd like to give a super thank you to our superstar sponsor, Movement Mortgage.
This is Ian Auberg with Movement Mortgage. We wanted to encourage you to join us in our support of St. Mary's Home for Children. We are honored and humbled to be able to partner with this organization as they serve our most vulnerable children. They do amazing work. They have incredible staff, and we implore you to join us in supporting one of the greatest organizations our state has to offer.
Hi everyone, Jeff Silcox here with Hallam ICS. We support St. Mary's Home for Children because we believe deeply in their mission. We love working with the staff at St. Mary's. We are amazed and truly inspired by their devotion to the kids that they are working with every day. We find a number of ways we can help. We assist with the implementation of facilities upgrade projects. We serve as volunteer members on the Buildings and Grounds Committee, and we make cash contributions on an annual basis. So please join us and make a contribution today. Thanks a lot.
Hi everyone, I'm Liz Dugan, and I'm the founder and executive director of Amenity Aid. We love supporting St. Mary's with ongoing donations of essential hygiene products like soap, deodorant, period supplies, and more, because they provide a safe haven for hundreds of local children each year. I hope that you'll join me in supporting St. Mary's so they can keep up their incredible mission work. Thank you for supporting the children of St. Mary's.
I'm Detective Michael Iacone with the Cranston Police Department Special Victims Unit, and this is K9 Callie, who's taking a little nap. For the past 5 years, I have worked with St. Mary's supporting survivors of childhood sexual abuse and commercial sexual exploitation. I love St. Mary's because of the passion and dedication they show towards survivors of child maltreatment. The dedicated staff at St. Mary's support survivors as they heal from trauma and regain their voice. Join me by donating to St. Mary's so they can keep up their great work. Callie and I want to thank you for supporting St. Mary's mission.
Hi, my name is Destiny Vital, and I am the executive director of What Cheer Flower Farm. We are avid supporters of the mission of St. Mary's Home for Children, mainly because St. Mary's has been a safety net for children in Rhode Island since 1877. So we cannot stress enough for you to give, and please give big. The children of Rhode Island are counting on you. And so thank you for your continued support of St. Mary's. And we are thrilled to film this video in support of our community partners and our friends. Thank you.
Good evening, and congratulations to everyone at St. Mary's who has made this special gathering happen. I'm Nina Stack, Executive Director of the Champlin Foundation. The Champlin Foundation supports organizations and agencies like St. Mary's Home for Children as part of the legacy of George Champlin and his sisters. They instructed the future leaders of their foundation to give help and hope, especially to the children of Rhode Island. In fact, St. Mary's is one of the earliest of the foundation's recipients, dating back to a $100 grant that was given in 1942. Fast forward to today, and through grants over the years, Champlin has been pleased to help St. Mary's capital improvement needs, from parking lots and porches to generators and fire doors. This steadfast support is in recognition of the important work St. Mary's Home has done and continues to do in delivering services to Rhode Island's most vulnerable young people. Child welfare has been and continues to be an important part of the Foundation's mission. We are pleased to recognize St. Mary's Home for Children as an important partner in providing these services. The times may change, but sadly the need remains, and Rhode Island is fortunate to have such an organization that has stood the test of time. We thank you for your service to these children, past, present, and future.
Hello, my name is Jessica Pepitone, and I first became acquainted with St. Mary's Home for Children back in the early 80s when I was the pediatric consultant for the children and young adolescents that were staying at St. Mary's. I always enjoyed meeting with the kids during their checkups because they were so interested and hopeful about changing the trajectory of their lives. They truly saw St. Mary's as a safe space and also a place where they could make some new changes in their lives. Since that time, I've been impressed by how much outreach St. Mary's has done into the community, working with other partners who help to promote and protect the lives of children. And I urge you to support this wonderful organization to the extent that you are able. Thank you.
Now the moment you guys have been waiting for, we're going to pull the raffle for the 3-night stay at the Newport Bay Club and Hotel along with dinner. Get those phones out. If you don't have them, you should be getting a phone call any minute. The winner is... Well, at this point, we'd like to ask you to donate to one of our 5 funds. And sometimes there are children that come to St. Mary's with only the clothes on their backs. So obviously, they're going to need a little bit more than that. So if you could find it in your hearts to make a donation to the clothing fund, that would be wonderful. You could also choose one of our other 4 funds. That could be summer camp, art and sensory supplies, field trips, as well as school supplies. You choose where your money goes. So we ask you to donate to one of our 5 funds to better help the children of St. Mary's.
Hi, my name is Ashley Stetson. I'm the development coordinator at St. Mary's Home for Children. For this year's virtual event, we wanted to do something exciting. So we have an auction with a bunch of different packages. We have a Block Island package, we have a Martha's Vineyard package, we have various golf packages, we have something for everyone. Get your bids in by tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. and head over to the auction after the show. Good luck!
We could not possibly go on tonight without giving a big, heartfelt thank you to all of our sponsors. Well, it's that time of the night that we must say goodbye, but first we want to say thank you so much for learning more about St. Mary's, all of our clients, our staff, and the wonderful stories and impact that they make on the community. We'd like to say thank you to people like you for making it all possible and remind you to please donate if you can. You can do so several different ways. You can text message, you can pick up the phone and make a call, or you can go to the St. Mary's website. Every penny counts. And we would also like to remind you that our auction is open until midnight tomorrow night, so you are not going to want to miss those fabulous items. Thank you so much again for being with us here tonight and learning about St. Mary's and the wonderful impact they have on the community. We wish you a wonderful night.